Published 11:52 EDT, the 18th of September 2017. Updated 1200 EDT, the 18th of September 2017. Rangers manager Pedro Caixinha claims their opponents are more aggressive against his team than other Ladbrokes Premiership side. Caixinha's team face Partick Thistle in the Betfred Cup quarterfinals on Tuesday after being held to a 22 draw by 10-man Jags on Friday. Thistle had 5 players booked as well as Chris Erskine sent off for a bad challenge on Alfredo Morelos, after being on the end of 7 yellow cards, 2 of them for Niall Keown against Aberdeen in the previous 4 matches combined. Pedro Caixinha believes opponents are more aggressive against Rangers than other teams. Partick Thistles Chris Erskine was sent off for this tackle on Alfredo Morelos on Friday. nightAlan Archibalds side only gave away 10 free kicks, but Caixinha argued they were not the first team to save their aggression for Rangers. It's interesting, because normally when you watch the opposition teams playing against maybe the 4 opponents before they play against us, and normally in those opponents are top teams like playing against Celtic and Aberdeen, and I don't see the same behaviour, Caixinha said. I don't see the same aggression that they have with those teams that they have with our team. I'm not criticizing. I'm saying that we need to know how to deal with it because it's happening and it's happening on a regular basis. So it's one more thing that we need to care about, not caring about the opponent's game, playing our football, but when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. Caixinha, who will be without injured skipper Lee Wallace for the trip to Maryhill and Saturday's visit of Celtic, added, "It's a fact. I'm not saying why it's happening. The fact is that it's happening and we need to know how to deal with it. It's not a surprise. It's just one fact that we need to know how to deal with. I don't see the same behavior. I don't see the same aggression," Caixinha has claimed. "When you analyze things and you see the scenario and go for the reality about facing each opponent, you see that things are going in that direction. That's the reality we need to face." Although earlier saying his team had to fight at the right time, he argued they should not adopt a more aggressive approach. "No, I don't think that aggression is paid with aggression," said Caixinha, whose team did not receive any bookings on Friday. "You need to be combative, not aggressive. That's my perspective in football. Play your football and don't focus on that type of situation, but know from the very beginning that it is going to happen against ourselves." The Rangers boss said his view was that his players need to be combative, not aggressive. Ian Jack was also on the end of a studs-up challenge which went unpunished, but the Rangers midfielder shrugged the incident off. Jack said, "At the time, referee Willie Collum says to me that he had never seen it and his view was blocked. It's fair enough. As a player you just get up and have to get on with it." Ryan Edwards came to me after the game and says there was no malice or intent in the challenge. We shook hands and that was the end of it. In the way Scottish football is, there's always a bit of feistiness between the teams. That's just the manner the game is played in, and it will be no different on Tuesday.